And good day everyone, Francis here from HyperScale Garage. Welcome back. We've just finished part 13 of the Viva build. In this section we completed what appears to be a front bulkhead. This bulkhead holds the suspension in place as well as the steering, and also connects the dynamic steering cogs and opposite support. As you'll see in the video, was an enormous challenge to get installed. There were pins on the bottom and pins on the top, but in the middle there were two pins that needed to connect to a 7-hole element that was 1/8 of an inch thick. So there's two of these together to form part of the steering gear. Now this 7-hole unit was connected to the chassis by a post in the middle. So it was floppy in a circular motion, and by the very nature of its thinness was floppy forward and back, because there's nothing, it was literally resting in free air. So these two posts in the middle had to align perfectly to get them into, so that they would align and go into this slot. The issue, of course, is that, well, you can get the bottom pins in. There's about 4 or 5 or 4 of them, and you can get the top ones in. There's another 4, but these two were blind. You can't physically see from the back, or actually from the front, where these things go. So as you'll see, I managed to get one in. It was kind of a fluke, but the other pin pushed the other thing backwards, so there wasn't making any contact. And of course, if you've ever tried to put a pin in a socket and they don't line up, there's nothing in the world you're going to do to make it go in, because it will not go in. So I had to kind of force the floppy portion back to straight and finagle that one pin in, and you know, I used a screwdriver because there's a blind side, and I used a flashlight to actually see what was going on. At the end of the day, it worked. The instructions didn't quite, well, they didn't show you how, they never show you how, but they didn't quite show these at all. So that was a bit of a surprise for me. However, at the end of the day, it got in, it's working fine. So far, everything I've tested is working. The steering column is going in and out as it should. It is switching gears as it should. Wheels are turning as it should. So far I'm pretty chuffed. We're just about finished this section, so I'm not entirely sure what's left to do on it. And then I don't know where we're going from there, but I'm assuming we're going to be working on the cab, as it seems logical would be working front to back. So with that, hopefully that's where we're heading. It seems to be working out fine. During the final assembly, we'll know whether or not we've missed something or not, which, you know, I think is kind of inevitable based on my experience with this thing so far. However, that's for another day. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Any comments or thumbs up go a long way. And with that, we'll catch you on the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, have a great day.